What is going on, my lovely Virgos, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tawny Tarology, and yeah, I do a bunch of cool spiritual tarot and astrology stuff here on this channel, so make sure you subscribe if you're interested. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty honest person, so if you don't like that, then I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, let's get into it and see what's coming for you this November 2019. So, first card we have falling out here is the Ten of Swords. No, I'm actually not really getting anything bad from this. I really feel like you guys are at a moment where either you've been exhausted lately or you're being reborn in some way. There's kind of like this come to moment, this switch of perception. And that's actually what's happening in the astrology as well. You're finally just releasing. I think the Scorpio new moon for you guys that just happened like a week ago was a really big deal because it was like all about changing your perception, changing your perspective. You're looking at things from a different perspective and clearing out old belief systems, clearing out old ways of thinking about things. Like you're on to like a different outlook on life. It's almost like that saying where you get a new pair of glasses, right? Like nothing's changed, but everything's changed. That's like that's like this kind of month for you guys, in my opinion, from looking at the astrology. And I really feel like you're finding your power through this. Like you're truly finding your power through this. You're becoming curious about new things. You're becoming curious about learning new things, about understanding new things and how they work. And that is what this month is going to be greatly about for you guys, Virgo. I also kind of feel like something is going on possibly in the love realm as well. Because if you look at this Ten of Swords, there's a heart. I feel like there's something that was close to your heart that maybe you didn't understand before that you're beginning to understand. This could also be closure on a past relationship or situation. I feel like this could also be you finally moving on from something, finally leaving the past where it belongs in the past, because you can't change it anyway. And I was just telling the Soul Tribe this the other day, my Soulology course students, that, you know, it's not fair to try to beat our past selves up for knowing what we know now that we didn't know then. Like that is not fair, you know, and really think about yourself like as if you were someone else, as if you were your child or your sister or your brother or your mom or whoever, someone close to you that was beating their past selves up for something that they know now that they didn't know then. Right? That's not fair. And we're all doing the best that we can at any given moment. It may not seem like that to other people, and we may perceive it as like not like that as well, but it truly is. We are all doing the very best we can at any given moment, because if you were put back in that situation, you would have done the same exact thing. Why? Because it was supposed to happen the way it did. And why else? Because what you were experiencing at that time, everything that was going on around you, your thoughts, your feelings, the people around you, the influences, the place that you were at, the temperature outside, the health that you were in, the thinking that you were in, the mind frame that you were then, the knowledge that you had then, taking every little thing into account, that helped you make your decision. And that decision was supposed to be made even if you don't feel like it. So what I feel for you guys, Virgo, is that you're really truly starting to leave the past in the past. You are not running from the past. You are not ignoring the past. You are accepting the past for what it is, because that is all you can do with the past, unless you want to worry about it, which is technically you trying to change it, and you can't change it. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot change it. The only thing you can change is what you do right now. And you were doing the best that you could with what you had at any given time. The next card that we just had come out is the Queen of Wands. So this is about your first week into your second week of November, okay? And I really feel for you, like, yeah, we could get basic bitch about it and say, oh, this is a fire sign, Virgo. You could be dealing with a fire sign. And yes, you sure could be. But for whatever reason lately, I've been feeling when we have, you know, a suit card come up, even if it's not the person's element, like this is the element of fire, you guys are earth, I kind of feel like this is you guys. You guys are finding your passion. You guys are healing. You guys are understanding that in order to take care of others, you have to first take care of yourself and take care of your own heart, right? You have to first take care, and you also have to surrender. Like, you can't be there for everybody. Other people's shit is not your responsibility. Unless they're your child or something, then your responsibility is to guide them the best that you can. But still, like, other people's actions are not your responsibility. And so I really feel like you're leaving the past in the past for good. And through that, you are finally finding your power. You are embracing what you have had to leave behind. You are embracing who you are now, you know, the scars and everything about it. If you look at this Queen of Wands in this deck, this is the Zombie Tarot, she is missing limbs and all of that, but she still has the limbs, like, right? It's like leaving the past in the past, accepting what is, and moving on with the pieces that you have, basically, is what I'm getting here for you guys, Virgo. I feel like there was something that you may have been clinging to for a long time that you were really trying to hold on to. And it's like baggage, honestly. It's like heavy baggage that's weighing you down. But I think this month you're getting better. Also, I feel for some of you guys, there could be someone in your life, if not yourself, that is possibly getting some kind of like medical treatment, medical surgery, something along those lines. That could be the case too. So anyways, back to November 2019, the astrology portion. I do feel like the Scorpio new moon was testing your faith, was really testing your experiences and helping you learn that it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your mind, and it's okay to make certain decisions based off of the information that you have at the present moment. It's okay to understand that your decisions were made, like I said before, off of the information that you had at the time and what you were experiencing. I also feel like, you know, something to do with your environment, right? Because Scorpio for you guys deals with your environment, your local environment, short travels, your experiences, your kind of like basic knowledge of things, how you interact with your environment, where you feel comfortable, where you feel safe, and all of that, your like smaller social life and your location. All of those things are changing this month, Virgo. Also, because of the Mercury retrograde, especially for you guys, it is not a good idea to do anything like travel somewhere that you haven't been before, basically. Also, it is a good idea to, if there's any repairs that need to be done, like on your car or anything like that, now is a perfect time to do it during this Mercury retrograde, because those things that you've been putting off repairing, those little small things to do with your car, they could definitely become an issue during this season. So now we have the Eight of Hazards coming out here. So this is basically like the Eight of Pentacles. So the second week, it looks like we're working. We are trying to perfect something, trying to fix something. Okay, so let's see. We have your card, the Hermit. We have the Five of Cups and the Ace of Hazards. Woo! Okay, so there's something that you've been trying to fix for a while. There's something that you've had to kind of walk away from with the Hermit here. There could even be a project or something that you're working on behind the scenes. And there could be a situation in which you had to walk away from. Now, this could also be a job that you're having to walk away from that's just not a part of you anymore, that you're really reflecting on. The Hermit, which is your energy, Virgo, is all about reflecting. Like truly, truly reflecting and going within, spending some time to yourself. I'm not gonna lie, like I said in the November predictions for all signs video, Virgo, this month is going to be a little bit frustrating for you guys as Virgos, because where Mercury is happening at, you know, for you guys is is it deals with all the little everyday things of your environment, right? It deals with conversations, communication, and that is what Mercury rules. So things at work, conversations at work, misunderstandings, emails, you know, verbal and written communication, all of those things, websites, technology, all of those things are going to be haywire a little bit. So it's really important to keep your patience. It's really important to maybe spend some time to yourself, to maybe retreat a little bit, to maybe go within a little bit, to maybe reflect on things a little bit, and really think things through before making any big decisions. Now, I do feel like there is something that you are really passionate about fixing that needed to end with this Ten of Swords next to the Eight of Hazards. There's something that you're having to walk away from. And no, you're not necessarily happy about it with the Five of Cups here. If you see, you're not necessarily happy about it. There is something that you're having to walk away from. There is something that, you know, was not able to be fixed the way that you would like it, but this is going to be a brand new beginning for you, and it's going to motivate you to start doing something new, to start learning something new, to go on a new adventure, to walk a new path. And it's like this rebirth moment. Like, that's exactly what this card is, Virgo. It's like this rebirth moment, and I think that you need it. Like, and I don't think it's anything bad, honestly. Like, I really don't. It may seem like not so fun, right, with the Five of Cups here. And I also feel like some of you guys may have been grieving over something, like a loved one or someone that you may have lost. They are kind of coming up a little bit here as well. This isn't a prediction. It's something I feel already happened, okay, in the past that you've been having trouble moving on from. So let's see what else comes out for you guys, Virgo. Oh, there we go. Temperance. So patience, like I said, patience, negotiation, trying to understand the other person's side, trying to look at the other person's side, forgiveness. And I also think temperance is also about your faith, right? It's also about your faith, and your belief systems, what you thought you knew, your understanding of things are changing tremendously, Virgo, but it's an amazing thing. It's a really good thing. So don't be discouraged by it. Don't feel like it's, you know, a bad thing. Scorpio, like, this season is really just clearing us out. It is helping us release things. It is helping us release that baggage that no longer serves us. That baggage that we've been clinging to for so freaking long. And it's like, why are you still clinging? You know, like, why even do it? Because it's not there anymore. You're clinging to something that's already gone. Truly. But you will move forward. Like, you will be fine. Too many cards. So, it's going to work out, Virgo. You're going to be just fine. The last card that we have is the Knight of Hazards, aka the Knight of Pentacles. This is what we like to see, Virgo. So, boom, we start moving forward. We finally start to move forward slowly, but we're doing it the right way. We're not rushing into it. We're doing it the right way. We're understanding that, you know, some things take time, right? We're truly understanding that some things take time, and we are not letting the past keep us chained down anymore. There is no cure for the past other than letting it go. Letting the past be in the past and not, you know, not trying to fix it, because it can't be fixed anyway, right? Hopefully this is resonating with you guys so far. So there may be some kind of negotiation happening towards the end of the month, and this is where it's really important to take your time and make sure that you're doing it right. Don't get stuck in something that is not for you. Don't get stuck in something that you don't want to be in. Make sure that you're taking your time with it. Also, it could be a new belief system. And to really stay balanced, you may have to leave something behind, you know? An old thought pattern or an old belief system. But Temperance is basically like alchemy. You know, you are changing what was into something else. You are being reborn. You are breaking out of the ground, right? So, Mercury retrograde, we've already talked about that. Venus is going to be in Sagittarius, right? So this is amazing for you. You will be feeling very creative, very maybe even like decorative when it comes to your home. You're going to be feeling very inspired and just, you're going to be feeling beauty when it comes to your home. Maybe you want to redecorate. Maybe you want to work on a project at home. Maybe you want to, you know, get into some kind of hobby at home. There's going to be a really harmonious and balanced aspect here with Venus and Sagittarius for you guys, and it's going to play out in your family life, which is beautiful. Also, the Taurus full moon is happening on the 12th, and this is happening in a space for you that is very much so about your beliefs and higher learning, education, foreign travels. Not a good idea to travel anywhere around this time unless it's somewhere that you've already been. So just keep that in mind. You may find yourself this month, Virgo, learning, like starting to learn something that maybe you stopped learning in the past. Like, you know, not necessarily learning something new, but something that you used to like take a lot of interest in that maybe you kind of strayed away from. You may find those interests and hobbies coming back up around this month, or some kind of newfound knowledge coming up around this, or old found knowledge even coming up this month. Mars is going to move into Scorpio on the 19th, and this is going to be a little bit uneasy at first because it's going to be opposing Uranus in Taurus. So basically what could happen here is you could be feeling like you could be feeling aggravated with people. You could honestly get into it with somebody that has like a different opinion than you do. And that's what Temperance is about, seeing the bigger picture, like agreeing to disagree, negotiating, all of that. So you could get into it with somebody that has a different opinion than you do, and maybe you feel very strong about your opinion. But it's really important, Virgo, that you look at all sides of the situation and that you try to stay open-minded. Like that is like the biggest thing for you guys this month, is staying open-minded. Try to stay open-minded and patient. I know it's hard, but you know, this is going to be putting this newfound knowledge, this newfound closure, this newfound release and surrender to the test. So just be prepared for that. But this could also bring in some really surprising desires or new desires, or some surprising knowledge that you didn't know before, or a surprising new adventure for you to go on. So look at it like that. Mercury will eventually go direct again on the 21st, and the sun will move into Sagittarius on the 22nd. So towards the end of the month, you're going to be really focused on the home life. You're going to be really focused on, you know, staying indoors a little bit more, like doing something with your home, being at home a little bit more, all of that, your family, your roots, your emotional foundation. And then on the 24th, we have the biggest thing that is happening this month, which is the Venus and Jupiter conjunction, which will happen in Sagittarius as well. So you will be receiving a blessing when it comes to your home life. Maybe you end up moving. Maybe you finally get accepted to buy a house. Maybe your credit, you know, finally gets straightened out so you can move, or you can buy your dream home, or whatever. Maybe a new relationship with your family is created. Maybe you have this huge realization of, you know, your family or where you come from. Some kind of gift or blessing to do with your home, your foundation, your family is going to happen. Or even your childhood or past. This could be a huge, you know, forgiveness kind of moment from your past as well. But that is happening around the 24th is when that is going to happen and come into your life. And it really could be some kind of like forgiveness moment or negotiating moment for you. And you know, that will start a process of you moving with this Knight of Pentacles here. Now, then we have, and make sure you're also checking your other signs as well. That way you can make sure that, you know, you get the whole story of what's going on for you guys. So the last but not least aspect that we have happening this month is the Sag new moon that is happening on the 26th. And this tells me that whatever blessing, whatever gift comes in for you guys, Virgo, this Sag new moon is going to be that brand new beginning for you, starting with this new blessing, this new gift. That Sag new moon is going to be like a a slate wiped clean for you, a whole new beginning, a whole new adventure, a whole new, a whole new time, right? Like a whole new time where, you're feeling more optimistic, you're feeling more like adventurous, you're feeling more inspired, for all of us, really, which is going to be amazing. So anyways, Virgo, that is what I am seeing for you guys for the month of November. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Let me know down below if you like this reading, what you resonated with. Let me know what your signs are, how you're loving November already, or if you're loving November already. You know that I love to hear your feedback and love to see your comments. And yeah, if you would like to book a personal reading with me for your own chart or your own tarot reading, just visit my website, TawnyMichelleTarology.com, and you can book there. And yeah, I have a Scorpio season sale going on right now for anybody to use for 22% off. Just use the code Scorpio season, all one word, all lowercase, and that is that will get you 22% off your reading. Go visit my Patreon if you haven't already, and you can join my Soulology course, and where you will learn about soul alignment, spirituality, how to live a spiritual life and become enlightened. All of that stuff we learned on so many different topics in there, and since this is a big learning month for you guys, Virgo, I feel like Soulology could really help you. I know a lot of Virgos are in Soulology, but just wanted to throw that out there. And I also have other stuff on Patreon as well, or other memberships on Patreon if you would like to not take the course, but if you would just like other videos, other content, weekly one question, personal readings, all kinds of memberships and all kinds of rewards. So definitely go check it out. I love you guys, Virgo, and I will see you guys in my other videos. Bye.